DS Magnur, head of the Civil Engineering Department of STJIT Ranebennur, ours is oldest department of 40 years, and we are having 60 intake, and in the civil engineering department we are having 7 laboratories. HHM lab is there, BMT, building material testing lab is there, environmental lab is there, concrete and highway technology lab is there, CAD lab is there, geotechnical engineering lab is there. In this way we are having 7 laboratory, and we are also having a very good consultancy for many government works. Ranebennur City Municipal Corporation, we are giving consultancy for the Ranebennur Municipal Corporation, and many government authorities are taking consultancy from our department. Our consultancy earning is almost 15 to 20 lakhs per year we are having. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, this is Rajesh Jadhav, Assistant Professor Civil Engineering Department. Being the in charge of this CAD laboratory, let me brief about this lab. This is a computer-aided design laboratory where we used to teach the students with the updated softwares like AutoCAD for drafting 2-dimensional drawings and 3-dimensional models, which is extensively required in the construction domain. And at the same time, we also teach the students with the analysis software such as StatPro as well as ETABS, which enhance their students' ability in the quality of design. Thank you.
Hello. The Environmental Engineering Laboratory is a part of the Civil Engineering Department. The Environmental Engineering Laboratory, which provides the experimental and analytical facilities for the basic UG experiments as per the curriculum. The Environmental Engineering Laboratory, which can signify the characteristics of the water quality analysis, wastewater quality analysis, solid waste characterization, air quality analysis, and the noise quality analysis. Here in this laboratory, the major equipments are used: pH meter, turbidity meter, jar test apparatus, UV visible spectrophotometer, and the flame photometer. Okay, thank you.
Greetings to one and all. So on behalf of Civil Engineering Department, I welcome you to the Geotechnical Engineering Laboratory and myself, Chaitra MN, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department. So the main aim or the application of this Geotechnical Engineering Laboratory is to test the soil. The word geo itself says the soil. So we are going to classify the soil and we are going to solve the problems which is related to the soil. So in the design of the foundation and in the design of the slopes. So to test or to construct before the construction, so we have to test the soil. So this is the application of this laboratory. So it is very important in the Civil Engineering Department, and thank you very much.
basic material testing laboratory, shortly it is called as BMT lab, tends to train the students in the field of testing of common materials of construction to study their behavior when subjected to external loading and to obtain their mechanical properties, which are used directly or indirectly in the design of structural elements. Mainly in the engineering field of STREAM, this BMT lab is very much particular, especially for civil engineering field, automobile engineering field, as well as the mechanical engineering field. To take any materials as an structural element, we are supposed to study the behavior. That's why this importance of a laboratory is very much concerned. Thank you.
So myself Manjunath, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, STJT Ranibennur. So this laboratory is a surveying laboratory. So in this lab we have to measure the bearing between the two objects and measure the distance between the two objects. It is very helpful for the planning, estimation and designing of civil engineering structures.
So hello everyone. So myself Sudha Hadadi, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, STJT. So in this concrete and highway material testing lab, so we will test the material. So that materials we are using for the construction of the road. The road maybe we know that it is in a rigid pavement or it is in a flexible pavement. So whatever the material we are using for the construction of the road, so before using that material, first you have to test in the laboratory. So we know that the various material we are using for the construction of the road is aggregates and bituminous material, cement and concrete. Okay, so means these material you have to test it. So as we know the aggregate we are using for the road, so that aggregate it is tested for the abrasion testing machine. So this is an abrasion testing machine. So in this testing we will calculate what is the wear and tear of the aggregate. In the same way, another test on the aggregate, it is impact testing machine is there and flakiness elongation is there. So means there are so many tests are there in the aggregate. In the same way, so we are using the bituminous material for the construction of the flexible road. So means before using the bitumen, that bitumen should be tested for the laboratory. So the various tests on the bituminous is there, that is ductility testing is there, softening point is there, viscosity is there. In the same way, the concrete, so means if the road is in a rigid pavement, then that concrete it is also tested for whatever the testing, that is a compressive strength is there and tensile strength is there, flexible strength is there. So means various tests are there for the concrete. So means after testing all these tests, then only we can use for that material for the road construction.
Greetings to one and all. I am Swapna Changoda, working as Assistant Professor in STJ Institute of Technology. On behalf of Civil Engineering Department, I welcome you all to the Fluid Mechanics Laboratory. In this laboratory, we are conducting various experiments, that is regarding pipe flow, open channel flow, and also we are conducting the experiments regarding turbines. All the experiments is having the main aim, that is to know the fundamental behavior of the fluids when they are flowing in the solid object. And also this laboratory is having a wide application in the field. So the main application that we are using in the field it is, so we are using in the mechanical field, we are using in the chemical field along with the astrophysical field. So we are considering this laboratory is one of the important laboratory in the civil engineering branch.